Welcome to the interactive Body Balance radio show for health and fitness tips.
Here we go. Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I am your host, Mike Dasick, and thank you guys so much for joining the show today from around the world where we talk health, fitness, nutrition, and personal development. What a whirlwind summer this has been, team. The show will air on August 18th, 2021. Of course, it is the middle of summer, and in the Northern Hemisphere, I guess it's the middle of winter if you're listening to this in the Southern Hemisphere, but that's besides the point. We're living life, we're trying to have a good time, have fun, live our best life, and just improve the lives of ourselves and other people. All right, let's get right into it. As you guys know, here we look at, optimal human performance. So becoming the best version of yourself, the best version of your creation. So what you were created to do, how do you get better at it? If it is an athlete, if it is an executive, if it is a teacher, a nurse, lawyer, a tradesman or woman, just how do you get better at that, right? How do you become the best? We always focus on the things you can control, right? Like nutrition and lifestyle and working out and sleep and meditation and everything, your environment, your friendships, relationships, that's all you can control, right? And I say that's about 80% of it. And I've said this for years, that most of what you do is determined by all those things I just mentioned, right? However, if you look again and you start saying, what about my genes? What about the genetics that I'm born with, right? So what makes me me? What was passed down from my ancestors, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, generations? How do you test for that? I get that question a lot. We've talked about other genetic testing companies in the past, like 23andMe. That's the real widespread one. But also, if you look at it here, there's other reports that I've been looking at for years that I've run myself. One of them I'm going to talk about today is from the DNA company. Why? I've partnered with them before. They've done my DNA analysis years ago. It helped me understand my genetic predisposition to certain cardiovascular issues. There's no issues, but cardiovascular profile, in everything about that, right? So my profile there for exercise, my profile for statins, what do my genes say for a lot of those areas, right? And it's impressive. It really is. For hormones, it looks at that, your genetic predisposition and how your hormones function. Now, they have a new one out, not new, relatively new, called the DNA 360 report. What I do, team, is share information with you guys. If I think it's relevant, I think it's helpful, I think it will unlock some of the keys, I'll share it. So I've kind of been knowing this for a couple of years. I'm sharing it now. So this, 360 report from them will look at many different reports. One of them is the cardiovascular report. So it'll look at inflammation, right? High cholesterol, potential for hypertension, potential for statin use, right? Do you get muscle pains when you take cholesterol-lowering drugs, etc.? They look at the genes and if that can help you provide any guidance. Again, before I keep going, I am not your medical doctor. Always seek the advice of your medical doctor team. I can't say that enough. When I take you on as a client or a patient, I do questionnaires and forms and waivers and everything to sign. My goal is to make you a better individual, as I said earlier. Improve all aspects of your life. That's what I do. However, I know I'm not your GP or your MD. Always speak with them first to see if this is helpful. This is just to give you an insight. This is just to give you information that can provide you with some tools to become better. That's it. Okay? So don't hold me liable here. So I know Mike's saying do this. It's helpful. I do it. I do it with my family. I do it with hundreds, thousands of clients. And now I'm sharing with you guys. Right? There we go. Sleep reports. So this genetic test will look at your circadian rhythm, your pleasure response, food response, environmental response, stress response. It'll give you insights into your genes and how you could possibly relate to that and express themselves. Another one, diet, nutrition, as I already mentioned, dietary fats profile. Are you a candidate for the keto diet? How do your genes influence your relationship with fats? Carbohydrates, right? Your genes can give you direction on when you need them when it comes to carbohydrates. Microbiome, I talk about this all the time. The gut, microbiome and micronutrients profile, vitamin A, C, D, zinc. Do you need vitamins based on your DNA, right? Gluten sensitivity, well, that's a big one, has been for decades, but most people are just getting ill out of it now. Are you at risk for celiac, right? Or other forms of issues by eating certain wheats. Lactose intolerance. Lots of people have that. Insulin resistance. You guys get the point. Then a look at the hormone and fitness reports. Your body type. Cellulite, hair thinning and balding, excess body hair, workout profile. Are you at risk for these? Do you have the genes that show these? Pretty incredible stuff, eh? Love it. Mood and behavior reports. I talked about this before. Addiction can come in two types, right? Binge addiction and risk reward. Find out which one you're more likely to engage in based on your genomic profile. Depression, anxiety, empathy, burnout, ADHD, motivation. Look at some of the genes that can contribute to those. And then the last report, immunity and detox. Detoxification, methylation, anti-inflammation. You guys get the point, right? This test will show you all of that. I hope you guys get the point. Very helpful in understanding what you were given from birth. As I said earlier in the show, and as I've told my clients for decades, everyone used to think it was 80% genetics, what I just mentioned, and 20% lifestyle. It doesn't change. I think it's 20% genetics and 80% epigenetics. So what you do, as I said earlier, with your life. That's why you can have people, brothers or sisters or twins, and they lead two different lives, environment. But genes do matter. That's why I tested mine 2.5 years ago. And many clients come in with your genetic reports. If you're an athlete, you want to know about your muscle fibers, fast twitch muscle fibers. Are you predisposed to this? What should you be involved in, especially from a kid youth level? This is cutting edge stuff. I hope you guys understand that. That's why I share it. You can acquire the test multiple different ways. All right? You can do it many different ways. If you'd like to acquire this lab for myself, and it's a simple test, you can do it at your home. Just reach out, or as they said to me, you can go to the DNAcompany.com, right, /Mike11, and they'll give you a discount. That is what they do because I've been with them for a few years now. The DNAcompany.com /Mike11, and you can order your DNA 360 report. I think it's a few $100s on there. Nonetheless, go check it out. They'll give you a $50 discount off that report. This is why we do it. I don't do anything or ask you guys to do anything that I won't do, as you know. From the biome testing to blood samples that we do, to gut testing, everything, hormone testing. I'm on these calls daily helping people with this stuff to uncover where they're at and how they get better, right? This is what we do. Cutting edge science to improve your life. All right, the website is live, running, new, amazing, on fire. MikeDaciuk.com. MikeDaciuk.com. InteractiveBodyBalance.com. Right? Very good way of going to find out information on yourself. I get anxiety questions, depression questions, weight loss questions, muscle supplement questions, literally texts and emails every day. As you guys know, I said, people make fun of me, I would, every day. Mike says every day. Every day I get these questions, right? So you can go find this stuff out on MikeDaciuk.com or InteractiveBodyBalance.com. Share the website, folks, because if I'm getting these questions every 20 minutes, I know they're out there, right? And there's many other great sites I could recommend. I'm going to do a podcast on my best mentors and every walk of life. All right, that's what I'm going to do. So anyhow, that's it. You guys get the point. info@MikeDaciuk.com. So info@MikeDaciuk.com. The first book, The Transformation from Within, it's free on the website. How to Restore Your Health. You can grab it over there as well, too, on the website. Social media, Mike Daciuk or Interactive Body Balance. This is where we're at. We do this all the time for you guys. All right, I got to fly because everybody's calling and I got to get out and get stuff done for business all the time. What I tell my kids, number 1, kids, you got to work hard. Number 2, you have to add value to this world. Number 3, you have to help other people. Number 4, you have to smile and have some fun. Go out in life and live and have some fun. Live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope you guys like this podcast. I do it for the team. And we'll talk to you guys real soon.